get offered to go on mad comedy tours this weekend. D-Ray hit me up. Cedric and Ted. Few niggas hit me, said, Cam, we'll give you 30 minutes, nigga. He said, Cam, if you want to go on a comedy, I said, I don't have a stand-up act, man. Few niggas hit me.
Before
I said,
we even
I'm
get
not...
into the games, Cam, I got a question, because there's a lot going on the internet, and why not ask you? So, Claressa Shields, what's going on? What's the issue? Can you kind of inform us a little bit about what's happening?
Like, I had female stalkers before, but it's usually after I fuck them. I never had a female stalker that I didn't fuck. And this is kind of new for me. So this is actually what happened. I did the face-off between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I'm reading the cue cards. We talked about this last week, but I'm gonna inform my audience who don't know. I'm reading the cue cards. On the cue cards, it says, the most watched women's fight ever, Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. I don't know what's the most watched female boxing match. Now, don't get me wrong, I love female boxing, but I never studied who was the most watched female boxing match. So I'm just reading what's on the card. After that, she goes on a DMs me, yo, you got that wrong, champ. Da 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 da. I'm the most watched female fighter. Fine. I said, congratulations. But after last night, which was the next day after the Jake Paul main event with them, I said, you got some catching up to do. Cool. After that, she says, I look forward to breaking records. I put fire, fire, fire emoji. The next day after that, she goes, does a 20-minute interview dissing me. Cam is trying to rewrite history. Cam don't, pardon me. Cam don't know what he talking about. Cam is crazy. This nigga, he don't like black women. Da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, all I did was read what was on the cue card. How I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know who was the most watched, but I did know after the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and they co-main event, it was 50 million, 60 million, whatever it was watching them. All this turns into Cam don't like black women. Cam is hating on me. I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know the history. So then I left it alone. I said what I said on the show. Then she tagging me in videos talking about, yeah, Cam, look at this, and that, third. So I left it alone. She tagged me again. So I DM'd her back. I said, this is stalking at this point. I don't want to give you the attention you don't want. You're going to get the attention that you don't want. I'm telling you. I said this in the DM. She said, let's go at it. And that's where it went. I'm just a funny nigga. So I just started clowning her. After I'm clowning her, she go back and forth, back and forth. Look, sir, I don't know you, homeboy. I don't know nothing you do but box. I have no opinion of you. I don't care if your fight was the most watched or not the most watched. My nigga, I do not know you from nowhere. So that's all the back and forth, but I was just having fun with it over the weekend. And she was putting up shit, I was putting up shit. But everything she was putting up, she don't know what the fuck she talking about. I got robbed. I never got robbed. Nigga tried to take my Lamborghini from me. I said no. I got shot up behind it. No disrespect, I'm not saying that's a smart thing to do. But you don't have your facts correct. When you get your facts correct, I'll tell you you're right, but all your facts are incorrect. Look, mister, I don't know you from nowhere. I hope you enjoy your life. I hope you have fun, but I don't know you. I'm not trying to rewrite history. I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. You don't have the most watched boxing female match ever. Ever, period. So that's all it was. That's what happened over the weekend.
So was all this over just the viewership?
That's all it's over. Whole shit is over the viewership. It all started. I'm trying to rewrite history. That's all it started. Then what happened was, I said, listen, you got 15 fights and 3 knockouts. Good. So she put up murder. She puts up. I'm mad. I'm not in the studio. My flight got delayed. You got to get me out the murder. It's up to you to get me out the 2 with the demons. I want to be in studio for this. I'll be there tomorrow. But the point being is, it's all over viewership. That's all it's about. And then I put up. Look, you got 15 fights and 3 knockouts. So she put up. You want to be the 4th knockout? So I put up when she was sparring with a nigga, and the nigga knocked her out, and she ran in her car to get her knife. I says, from everything I'm learning, because I learned about this girl all weekend because people tagging me. She want to fight every nigga. She want to fight Gennady Golovkin, Keith Thurman, what's my nigga? Porter, the nigga Porter. She want to fight niggas. So I'm like, if you really a nigga, just say you a nigga. I don't know what you are at this point, but she has a problem, and when she want to fight Jake Paul, she want to fight mad niggas. So I showed her when she was fighting the nigga cleaned her clock. Stop playing with people like that. And then she got mad. But I did get offered to go on mad comedy tours this weekend. D-Ray hit me up. Cedric and Ted. A few niggas hit me, said, Cam, we'll give you 30 minutes, nigga. He said, Cam, if you want to go on a comedy, I said, I don't have a stand-up act, man. Few niggas hit me, I said, I'm not even really trying to be funny. I'm just telling you what's going on. But I did get offered to go on some comedy tours. But this is all over the viewership murder. That's exactly what this is over. So I said that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano had the most views ever. That's what it's all over.
I think that's the misunderstanding. I think from hearing what Stat is saying, I don't really know, so anybody don't put me in it. But when it comes to viewership, she's basically saying that she was hosting this fight and she was the headliner of this fight, and those girls weren't. Is that the real beef? Stat, am I getting it correct?
Yeah, basically, like, it was mainly about the viewership, and I don't know, because can I just say really quick?
Yeah.
The whole thing, and I'm not inserting myself into, I don't want any part of this. I'm just saying, when it was first discussed, Cam didn't say anything bad. So that's why I don't understand why, like, it just got so hostile. He actually was, like, praising her and was like, look, like, she want net, like, that type of thing. It was never supposed to be any sort of discourse, argument. So what I'm just gonna say, if you'd like to chat, you guys can have a great discussion on the show. Everybody can say their sides.
That's my thing. So that's my thing too. Your publicist's been begging for you to come on the show. I'm talking about begging. I didn't even tell Murder about it because I said it don't make no sense right now for her to come on the show. Whenever she got a fight, let her come on the show before her fight so it could promote the fight. Because I guess she was in Vegas a few times. There's like, can we please get on the show? And I'm like, it don't really make sense for us to come on the show. But you skipped the line. You want to come up? Come up. Come up tomorrow. I said, what's up? So come on up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with that.
Cam, that was the night before the fight, right? The night you did your standoff with him?
I did the standoff thing the day before the fight. No. It was about 5 days before the fight. They ended about 3 days before the fight. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But the guy, when I was there working the show, when I was hosting, the guy from MVP Promotions, that's exactly what he said. This is the most watched women fight in the history of women boxing. That's what he said. So I don't know. I mean, maybe she should go after him too. I'm just saying.
And there were other platforms also that said that we're following old media or something like that, and I wanted them to know we're not following old media. That's an isolated incident, and we're here to clarify it. And anyone that feels different, feel free to just come on live and share your gripes. We really would like to hear it because we really like It Is What It Is to be a non-biased platform. Sometimes we give strong views because that's really how sometimes we feel about things, and we wanted to create a platform where people can say how they really feel. And and some people are gonna get offended by certain things, and we understand that. We understand that's a part of the sport. But none of it is personal with me. I know that, and I don't think any of this is personal with Killer. I think he said what he was saying, and to her defense, if you would like to come up, Claressa, you're more than welcome. I'm letting you know that. Killer let you know that. Feel free to come up here, because I would love to see you, talk to Killer and put him in his place, Put him in his place.
You gonna put them hands on Killer. Put them hands on.
Talk about
Put on him his hands on you.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people tried. A lot of people tried.
Yeah.
A lot of people died.
Yeah, I've been around Killer a long time. I never seen a lady put him in his place. So I welcome you up here.
A lot of people tried. A lot of people died.
And I would just like to clarify one more time, none of this is scripted. Like, we're actually having a
we just have
no, I'm just as confused as probably y'all are. So that's why I asked. We're up here to get the answers. Everybody can speak their truth. It would be a great discussion.
And we're not trying to have messy TV. We just want a place where, and sometimes this happened with me and Killer when we're speaking, that we want this to be a place where everybody could bring their views to the table. Nobody has to let one view dominate the conversation. I think that's what makes healthy conversation, when everybody is able to say how they feel. Like, there's a guy just walked past here. He got on a pink paws hat, a pink Dipset outfit. He wears it every day. But, and we let him walk past. So we're open to everybody paws coming by,
And another thing, and one thing I'm going to say before we move on, May's view is May's view, stab view is stab view. I don't necessarily agree with their view all the time neither.
Yeah.
Like right now, I don't have to agree with them, because a lot of shit done got watered down on this show, my opinion. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So come on up. Mace can be politically correct like he's talking, and I'm gonna be me, like I'm me. So come on up. So let them be. We don't all have the same opinion.
Oh, Killer, I'm not saying I got a different opinion. Like, I don't want to hear the conversation. I'm for it. You know me, right? I'm for it. I believe that's how you bring the best pause out of people. Is let people figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm definitely not over here on a bias. I'm not biased. I'm never biased. I'm never neutral.
Right.
Okay.
And guys, and get off.
I'm just telling you.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here. Now, and here's my last perspective on it too. Now, and you guys have gotten on me. We joked around about it. When somebody breaks my record in an 88 or strep roll in my, I said, wait a minute. I'm looking forward for them to break my record, because it builds on to the whole program. Now, I'm
Mike,
just saying,
and we're able to ask you that, though. We're able to ask you that. That's what makes this a different show. We're able to ask you that question. Other places, they wouldn't ask it. They'll feel like that's disrespectful. This time, Killers asked me things I didn't necessarily want to communicate about it, but he asked the question. So we keep that same energy for everybody. So, just so Killer know that. We keeping that same energy with everybody. It don't matter who it is.
You get the perspective on it. You're right. But what I was saying is to get the perspective on it. That's why when you guys ask me, my job is to grow the sport best it can grow. I want all athletes, because it helps their pocket, it helps their business, it helps their sport to grow it. So if she got evidence that she had a bigger fight, that's fine. But if you didn't have a bigger fight, that's good. I mean, the sport is still growing. Look at the WNBA right now. Juju come in here next year, we want her to do the same thing Caitlin Clark did for the WNBA. If you really care about the sport and not just you, the individual, you should be happy when the sport is growing and everybody else is tuning in. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna let it go. You ain't gotta cut me up. Cam handled it by himself. Stay on Cam. But I just wanted to drop that in there.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I did speak to my guys at MVP. After the holidays, Amanda Serrano will be coming on the show, and Jake Paul will be coming on the show after the holidays. So come on.
Welcome back, everyone. If you enjoy sports drama, celebrity feuds, and honest opinions from some of Harlem's biggest names, then this story is definitely worth your attention. A surprising disagreement has broken out involving Cameron and Maze, the hosts of the popular podcast It Is What It Is, and boxing champion Claressa Shields. The situation quickly caught the attention of fans across social media, with people taking sides and debating who was right. To understand why this became such a hot topic, it helps to look at everyone involved and how the disagreement began. First, there are Cameron and Maze. For anyone unfamiliar with their history, both are respected figures in hip-hop and are considered Harlem legends. Cameron built a reputation as one of rap's most creative and entertaining lyricists, while Maze became a huge star during the late 1990s after signing with Bad Boy Records. His smooth style and hit songs made him one of the biggest names in rap at the time. The two artists have known each other since they were young and share a long history. Cameron has often credited Maze for helping him get his first record deal, and their classic collaboration Horse and Carriage remains a favorite among many hip-hop fans. Although they experienced a public fallout that lasted for years, they eventually put their differences aside and reunited. Their comeback led to the launch of It Is What It Is, a podcast that quickly became one of the most talked about sports and culture shows online. Every episode features conversations about basketball, football, hip-hop, entertainment, and current events. Their chemistry, humor, and willingness to speak honestly have helped them build a large audience. They even expanded their success by creating the Come and Talk to Me network, giving them an even bigger platform and greater influence. On the other side of this story is Claressa Shields, one of the greatest female boxers in history. Her journey to the top is nothing short of remarkable. Growing up in Flint, Michigan, she faced many difficult challenges from an early age. Instead of letting those struggles define her, she focused on boxing and quickly showed incredible talent. Her hard work paid off as she won 2 Olympic gold medals and later became the undisputed champion in multiple weight divisions. Shields has held the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO middleweight titles at the same time while remaining undefeated as a professional for much of her career. Her achievements have earned her recognition as one of the greatest athletes in combat sports, regardless of gender. She proudly calls herself the JWA, meaning the greatest woman of all time, and she has never been shy about saying it. Many fans admire her confidence because they believe she has earned the right to celebrate her accomplishments. However, that same confidence has also placed her in the middle of many public arguments. Shields is known for speaking her mind and rarely ignores criticism. Whether the comments come from fellow boxers, sports analysts, musicians, or celebrities, she usually responds directly. She has exchanged words with several well-known personalities over the years, making it clear that she is not afraid of confrontation. Protecting her reputation has always been important to her, and she has consistently defended her accomplishments whenever she believes they are being questioned. The disagreement with Cameron began after one of the biggest boxing events of late 2024. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano faced each other in a highly anticipated rematch during the undercard of the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson event, which streamed on Netflix. The fight attracted enormous attention and became one of the most talked about moments in women's boxing. Fans praised the exciting action, even though many believed the judge's decision could have gone either way. For days afterward, people celebrated the event as a historic success that introduced women's boxing to an even larger global audience. Claressa Shields believed that some of the discussion surrounding the event overlooked her own achievements. She felt that calling the Taylor-Serrano rematch the biggest moment in women's boxing history ignored records and milestones that she believed she had already set. Wanting her perspective to be heard, Shields reportedly contacted Cameron directly through private messages. She explained that, in her opinion, history was being rewritten and argued that one of her own fights had drawn more viewers than the first Taylor-Serrano matchup. Instead of keeping that conversation private, Cameron shared the exchange during an episode of It Is What It Is. That decision immediately changed the situation. Cameron and Maze discussed Shields' claims openly, questioned her numbers, and argued that comparing different events was unfair because the Taylor-Serrano rematch benefited from the enormous worldwide audience watching Netflix's heavily promoted boxing card. They also suggested that another female boxer was receiving more public attention at that moment. For Claressa Shields, those comments were about much more than television ratings or popularity. She viewed them as an attack on everything she had worked so hard to achieve throughout her career. When Shields feels that her legacy is being challenged, she rarely stays silent. True to her reputation, she responded publicly and passionately, setting the stage for an even bigger debate that quickly spread across the internet and kept fans talking. Claressa Shields did not stay silent after hearing the comments made about her. She took to social media and responded directly to Cameron and Mays. She reminded everyone that she had been one of the biggest names in women's boxing long before the recent wave of attention surrounding the sport. Shields highlighted everything she had accomplished throughout her career, including her Olympic gold medals, world championships, impressive amateur record, and the history she had made inside the ring. From her point of view, she had spent years helping women's boxing grow, and she was not willing to let anyone overlook those achievements. She believed she had earned her place as one of the sport's biggest stars, and was determined to defend that reputation. The situation became even more intense because this disagreement happened while Shields was already involved in another public dispute with rapper Remy Ma. That separate conflict, which was connected to personal drama involving Papoose, had already made headlines online. As a result, Shields was already very active on social media and was responding to criticism from different directions. She had even issued her well-known $100,000 challenge, inviting any woman who doubted her abilities to step into the boxing ring with her. Because of that mindset, when Cameron and Mays added their opinions to the conversation, Shields did not hold back. Instead of ignoring the comments, she answered them with confidence and made it clear that she was ready to defend both her career and her legacy. The internet reacted almost immediately. Social media became filled with debates as people picked sides. Many agreed with Cameron and Mays, arguing that the Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano rematch reached a much larger audience because it was part of the highly promoted Jake Paul and Mike Tyson event on Netflix. They believed the viewing numbers and worldwide exposure made it unfair to compare that event with previous fights. Others strongly supported Claressa Shields. They argued that she had spent more than a decade carrying women's boxing through hard work, championship victories, and historic accomplishments. To them, her contributions deserved far more recognition, and they felt people outside the sport should not dismiss everything she had achieved. There was also another group of fans who simply enjoyed watching the drama unfold. They were entertained by seeing one of boxing's biggest champions exchange words with two of Harlem's most outspoken personalities. As the discussion continued, Cameron used his podcast to explain his side of the story. He said he never intended to disrespect Shields or ignore her incredible accomplishments in boxing. According to him, he was simply responding honestly after she contacted him with her opinion. He felt that once the conversation had been started, he had every right to discuss it publicly on his show. Mays stood by his co-host throughout the entire debate, supporting his views and adding his own thoughts. That has always been part of their podcast style. They feed off each other's energy, joke with one another, and openly share their opinions without worrying about whether everyone agrees. Despite all the criticism, Claressa Shields never appeared shaken by the controversy. Her life story explains why. Growing up in Flint, Michigan, she faced difficult challenges before becoming one of the greatest champions in boxing. Compared to everything she had already overcome, a public disagreement on a podcast was not something that would break her confidence. She continued standing up for herself while refusing to let the criticism define her. Eventually, as 2025 began, Shields decided she wanted to move forward. She announced that she was entering what she called her Beyoncé era, meaning she planned to stop responding to negative comments and focus instead on her supporters, her career, and the people who appreciated her work. Some people laughed at the comparison, while others respected her decision to leave the drama behind and put her energy into more positive things. This entire situation showed what can happen when two very different worlds collide. Cameron and Mays come from hip-hop and podcast culture, where bold opinions, jokes, and debates are part of the entertainment. Shields comes from professional boxing, where accomplishments, records, and legacy mean everything. In that environment, questioning someone's achievements can feel deeply personal. When those two perspectives met, conflict was almost unavoidable. The feud also highlighted how influential It Is What It Is has become. A conversation on the podcast quickly turned into one of the biggest entertainment stories online, with millions of people discussing every new response. At the same time, Shields remained a major public figure herself, appearing in magazines, promoting her career, and receiving attention for her biographical film, The Fire Inside. When personalities with that much influence clash, the public naturally pays attention. At the center of the debate was a question Shields has raised for years: whether women's boxing, and especially her own accomplishments, receive the respect they deserve. She has often said she feels undervalued and underpaid despite everything she has done for the sport. So when much of the spotlight shifted toward the Taylor Serrano rematch, she believed her own contributions were being forgotten. People may disagree with how she handled the situation, but many can understand why she felt frustrated. In the end, everyone moved on. Cameron and Mays continued producing episodes of their podcast, while Claressa Shields kept training, competing, and adding more achievements to her already impressive career. The internet eventually found a new topic to discuss, as it always does. Still, for a few weeks, this disagreement became one of the biggest conversations in sports and entertainment, showing just how quickly a public debate can capture everyone's attention.